Hello, how are you? I've been kind of quiet the last couple weeks. I have been listening to the guidance that I'm receiving, which is to be quiet, to go within, to really pull out what it is that I want to create for my future. And I've been listening, I've been honoring it, but most recently, it has been hard. Many of us are going through what I call, and I really didn't even know or could identify it this way until this weekend. I was having a really, really rough weekend, feeling heavy, down, dark, heavy energy, tired, body fatigue, mind fatigue, everything. And my beloved was holding space for me. And let me just release emotion and be in my state of being. And he said, you know what I think you're going through? And I said, well, he said, a lot of times CEOs and leaders have what's called decision fatigue. He goes, I think, baby, you're going through that. You've been really having to deal with a lot of decisions lately. And I looked at him and I said, I am, but I'm also going through spiritual fatigue. This is the closing of a 9-year, which means all the things that no longer serve us, that are not serving the development of our soul and our greatest and our highest intent and purpose, they're leaving, they're leaving, they're shedding, they're going. They're not coming with us into our 1 year, which is January. And so it's partly why some of those decisions are exhausting, because they're spiritual decisions, like leaving a group you've been a part of for many, many years, or changing careers, or shifting everything in your life, like major things. And we're being called to look at them, to really look at them, and to honor what we're pulling from deep, 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 deep down inside of us. It's our soul calling, our spirit calling. It's the highest and best for the development of our soul and the advancement of our future. We are, as the guide said in the November message, shedding the karmic ties. It's all being released. It's all being done. It's all being final. It's all leaving. Not serving us anymore. And so with that shedding, we have what I call, I was in the muck all weekend. Many in our community, many people that I know, feeling the same way. Much like Lionsgate, it's exhausting. Heavy, 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 heavy. And we just shift timelines. We're moving into, and we're being, and we're calling in and aligning with our future. So when we feel this way, I'm looking at some notes that I wrote. We feel tired, we feel foggy, we feel disconnected, confused, heavy, lost. Can anybody relate? Yeah. Sometimes we fall into old patterns. Maybe it's one last time to know it's just not what we want to bring to the future, which is days away. And we're releasing, we're expanding, we're stepping into that new future version of ourselves. Sometimes it makes you feel like you've got nothing left to give. That's where I was. Receding in, going in, not wanting to talk, to connect, just wanting to be quiet, wanting to sit with myself. So spiritual fatigue is very real, you guys. I want you to be able to know that you're not alone, number one. Number two, give yourself grace. Because as we're shifting into these higher frequencies and these timelines, into this new version of our future and ourselves, and as we're shedding, be able to be illuminated and to be able to carry more light and to be able to have a higher frequency, we have to shed all these things. We have to face these hard decisions. We have to make these changes, these choices. Sometimes there's ties and you have connections with people that You need to now close those cycles because you're being called to serve in higher, more aligned and meaningful ways just for you and what you have to create for the future. And that might mean, really honoring what you're hearing and listening to that deep, deep, deep knowing for what you need to do, what you need to call in. Because I love this phrase I wrote, you're in sacred recalibration. And damn, when you're in it and you don't want to be in it, it sucks. But I do know that on the other side of this release and this stretch and this recalibration and the muck, that's also when timelines jump. That's also when the illumination becomes brighter, more vibrant and beautiful. So this is how I'm showing up today to share this message with you. This is the real. We're all part of it too. I think it's important to share every aspect of this with you. Like I share everything with you, and this is a part of it, man. Being able to cry and just let emotions go, to release, to share the deepest, most vulnerable pieces of yourself with your loved ones, with your friends. I had a message from someone. I woke up in the middle of the night just feeling so bad, not being able to sleep, falling into old patterns and judging myself. And I had the first person that I thought of was this person who messaged me. And I never really check my phone in the middle of the night. I might use it to record a download or a vision or information that I received, but I went and I checked my messages, and there was this person that had messaged me this beautiful real-time poem that they downloaded about me and my light. And they're like these beautiful gifts. There were no strings attached. There was no call me, I need to talk to you, like all these things. It was just sheer support and love. And so if you are able to show up for someone that you know who's going through it, and you have it in you to be able to support them, do it. But if you know someone who's going through this and they just need space to sit with all this shit, give them the space. Because sometimes our physical bodies and our souls and our energy, like we can't keep up with all of it because it's happening so fast. So we're out of alignment and we have to integrate. You're releasing old identities. You're shedding layers, expanding into new timelines. You're becoming more of who you truly are. Rest in the integration. Be still if you need it. And you are not alone. And what's the biggest thing ever is that we have to trust this process. We have to trust this part of it, this shitty part of it, just like we have to trust all the other pieces of it. Let me know if you are in the muck this week, this weekend, whatever. If you're feeling this, share it with me down in the comments. I want to know, because I want you to know that you're not alone, and I want to know how you've been feeling, because I shared a post inside of my community, and I'm going to share an email out to everyone too, saying that this is very real. This is very real, and I want to know what you are experiencing. Okay, so we're showing up for our souls in a big way, the biggest way possible. We're showing love, holding space, and sending you so much love.